ECG, low pulse rotation testing, Hops Zacian versus Raging Bolt. Zacian on the left, Bolt on the right. Not too bad starters there, Pheasantipity and Hoot Hoot. Bolt's putting down, looks like a Teal Mask, a Squawkability, and another Hoot. Let's see what we got here, going into the little deck search with the nest ball. See what we find. Got a nice little ambiance for us here. First time doing a voice recording. So if you hear my dog, you hear rustling in the background, or you hear other family members, it's okay. Doing a quick little deck search, a little price checking, trying to get the best testing in that we can. And this is just casual testing, so I'm not really in a time crunch. We're really just trying to figure out the lines, do exactly what we need to do, figure out the decks really. But I would imagine here we're going for a Fan Rotom, which on your first turn only can you use its ability, which I believe is called Fan Call, which lets us get get you any normal type Pokemon with 100 HP or less. Usually that means you're getting some Hoots and some Noctowls. But I think we decide differently here because, hey, we still have Squawk ability to use. So we will use our Fan Call probably after the Squawk. Which, for those that don't know, Squawk ability has a Squawk and Seize ability you can only use on your first turn of the game. Allows you to discard your hand, draw fresh 6 cards. And then we're going to Earthen Vessel. Ditching the fighting energy. Having the fighting and lightning in the discard is not a bad thing because we're going to use Professor Sada later down the line. Allows you to accelerate 2 energies from your discard pile to your ancient Pokemon. 1, 2 each. Can't just put them both on one. That would be broken. So we're pulling out lightning and water. Or, sorry, not water. Grass. A little Teal Dance. Attach one grass from hand to this Pokemon. If you do, draw a card. And I think here we just go ahead and say is what it is and squawk our hand away. After attaching fighting, so maybe we can swing into this Fez perhaps. Or use it as a retreat later, depending on which route we decide to go with. Sorry for the sniffles. Allergies are doing a number on me. Ultra Ball going back in. Looks like we're probably going to get ourselves a Bolt. Maybe we got a Sada for next turn, seeing as we are going first. And now we use our Fan Call. Go get those 2 Noctowls. More than likely was with a Zacian, they can attack going first. So we're probably going to lose this Hoot, but we got 2 Noctowls, so we'll at least be able to use 1 Jewel Seeker for next turn. And Jewel Seeker only activates if you have a Terra Pokemon on board. It allows you to go search for 2 trainer cards. Doesn't matter what trainer, it could be a stadium, supporter, item, tool. As long as it says trainer, you can get it. So not too bad to grab that Sada if need be. Maybe that Area 0. Open up our bench as long as we had a Terra on board. And I think here we just passed the turn. And it looks like Zacian's thinking hard. Let me get that sip of that Mountain Dew Code Red. Playing Arven first. I personally have not played a lot of Zacian, but it looks like he's eyeing up that Trolley A-Spec. A-Spec, so you can tell it was that nice pretty pink that they are. You can only have 1 in the deck. So choose wisely. It looks like we're getting maybe just Devo and Trolley. Probably just to ditch the Devo, considering you really don't need it in this particular turn, unless you plan on devolving one of the Noctowls. which is a viable play just in case, unless they bump your area 0. And then you can just discard them, get them out of the way, negate some prizes. You know, some cheeky plays down the road. Ooh, sorry for the cracked knuckles. And it looks like we're going to play the Precious Trolley, which I believe that is fill your bench. Go hunt any basic Pokemon, any number of basic Pokemon until your bench is full, I believe. Again, sorry for the sniffles. These allergies are rough. Yep, search your deck for any number of basic Pokemon, put them onto your bench, shuffle the deck after, as you see there. And it looks like he's just thinking of what to do for his next turn. Maybe he's not wanting the Latios. Latios allows your basic Pokemon to have free retreat, ignoring all those retreat costs of those big bulky basics, like Iron Hands and Blood Moon. And see, our players are just kind of discussing what they're really hunting for. Because like I said, this is post-rotation testing. We're just trying to get some games in, learn some decks. It looks like he's opting for the Double Monkey Dory, which as long as they have Dark Energies attached to them, you can move 3 damage counters off of any of your Pokemon onto your opponent's Pokemon any way you like. As long as those 3 go to 1 Pokemon. And then that it looks like he's got that Snorunt on board as well, which will eventually become a Frostlass, putting 10 damage counters on checkup on all ability Pokemon. Does not matter whose they are. Got an ability, 10 damage counters. Or 1 damage counter, sorry. 10 damage. And it looks like it might be attaching the Hop's Choice Band and Jet Energy, moving it straight to the active. That would be why he decided not to bench the Latios. Hop's Choice Band allows you to attack your Zacian, your Hops Pokemon attacks are 1 less and also does 30 more damage. And because of that Snorlax on board, looks like he was able to get another 30, which did 90 damage to take out our one Hoot Hoot. Sorry, apparently my dog's going through it today. And then here we play a Nest Ball. We go get ourselves another Raging Bolt. Just trying to get our bolts set up, trying to start chaining our attacks after this. With that Jewel Seeker ability, we'll be able to go hand pick 2 trainers that we want to help get us moving. And I think that's what we're doing here. We're just set them to the bottom of the deck just to make hunting a little easier. Or we can use Jewel Seeker, go get area 0, fill the bench more, drop down the Fizz, draw 3 off of Flip the Script, which only activates if your opponent knocked out one of your Pokemon last turn. In between checkup does not activate Flip the Script, because that is checkup. Ooh, these allergies are killing me today. Sheesh. Then here I think we're doing a little talking about how if we want to play the Raging Bolt with the Iono box, apparently that seems like the best way to play it at the moment. At least at the moment of the video. I could have changed by now. And that Professor Sada, accelerate 2 energies, draw 3 after. Jewel Seeker, we already heard it once. Go get what we want. And the lull in between turns is nice to hear. Just some nice lo-fi. And if this one turns out well, I might try to do some more voiceover games. I might try to speed up the process of them once I figure out how to do that. Those that don't know, that's my phone going off. A little Gundam action. Movement. And there we see the Area Zero and the Earthen Vessel. So let's go get that energy just so we can start swinging. I got this Zacian. That way we go. We're going to try and keep our prizes to going 2-2-2. To where we've already put the Zacian on odd prizes. It is possible that they can take more, but we're going to try and mitigate that. Bench another Ogre Pawn. We're going to bench our third Raging Bolt. We're just trying to go full bolt. Thought process behind this one was if they bump our Area Zero, we can just go ahead and get rid of our Fan Rotom, our Noctowl, and our Squawk ability. And just move up the Bolt, the Ogre Pawn, and the Pheasantipity so we can keep our draw and our attackers. Because he will need to play the, I believe, Postwick, which adds more damage to the attacks of your Hops Pokemon. And now we finally use a little flip a script of our own. Long turn here, but we've been progressing since go. And here we go. Take out the Zacian for 4 energies, 280. Take 2 prizes, pass over to Zacian. Another sip of that sweet red nectar. Code Red Mountain Dew. Best Mountain Dew out there. I'll die on that hill. And here we're just kind of debating on what we want to do for this turn. I would assume he wants to set up another Zacian, kind of start swinging. He's already got the Frostlass down, but I did not leave him any damage on board to move around. So it gets a little sketchy. I don't think he wants to bump that stadium just yet. I think he wants to strand one of my Pokemon I don't want in the active and then bump the stadium. Nice stretcher gets back the Zacian. Looks like we got Postwick in hand. Attachment of the Hop's Choice Band. And then Pokegear. Again, not really too familiar with the Zacian. I'm not really sure what he's hunting for. Supporter-wise, maybe an Arven, maybe an Iono to disrupt. He finds a boss. So maybe we are going to try and go with that play. Not really sure why I'm putting damage counter. Oh, that's right. I was just getting them ready for when the turn passes. You know, trying to be proactive. Oh, this nose. Maybe I'll do these after allergies. Alright, looks like we're like 15 minutes into this game. Game 1. Kind of shaking his hand, not really sure what to do. The deck is a little difficult to play because it isn't really swinging for those big numbers, especially when you're not playing the metal build. You don't have that arc, you don't have the acceleration. Ultra Ball hops back and Nest Ball. The Zacian here cannot take advantage of the Area 0 in play because they have no Terras in play. And I think we only have one Terra Metal Pokemon right now, which is, I believe, Skeledirge. But that's stage 3. And ain't nobody trying to play that. I think we personally need to build the the snipe version. Just Iron Valiant and start poking things. The Devo Dark version, that's just full spread. I just don't think it gets there quick enough. It can be played. I just don't think it does enough quickly. I could be wrong, but that's just one goofy gooder's opinion. And if you can hear my dog in the background, he's a snorter. Going for the research. Already had research in hand, but still geared before for boss. Not sure what we're discussing here. I think it's just some friendly banter. There's that nose going again. Earthen Vessel, gonna go get the ditching the Ginny, probably because he knows they're on Prime Catcher. It doesn't really matter. Really, the Genesect really messes with the Sparkling Crystal, the Trolleys. What else we got there? Prime Catcher, not so much. Secret Box for sure. I think it really hurts when you have Secret Box. Maybe not so much with the Crystal. Maybe so in Terra. Maybe Dragapult, but they run Crispin. So does Terra, but Dragapult only needs 2. All the Terras need 3. What is the move here for Zacian? I think we're gonna attach Dark to this benched Monkey Dory and pass to let this Monkey Dory just go down. Try to set me to odd prizes. But I'm trying to stay even. I'm trying to go 2-2-2. To retreat. So he's gonna just do 90 to my fellow. Get a little spread going. Get a little spread. Not terrible. Not terrible. But now his only attacker, I have an opportunity to take it out. I'll start with a Teal Dance. And I believe I correct him here in a second. No, I'm sorry, I already did. He already put the damage on to his ability Pokemon. The Frostlass does not get it. We're gonna Sada again, because I don't need to hunt for boss. And maybe I'll start getting some intro and outro videos going. new to the YouTube things. And I get rid of it by playing Jamming Tower. And I should realize to get rid of my squawk ability here. If I don't, I'm a gomer. I think I realize it later. Because I kept squawk on the... I probably thought it was a Raging Bolt because of the colors. Oh, maybe I don't. Okay, so I goofed myself there. But I take 2. Never punish. Totally would be punished against different decks. And off to Zacian side here, see what they're going to do maybe for a response of nature. And then we're going to gear. Maybe looking for an Iono, maybe a boss to maybe stall my squawk in the active because I left it there. I'm going to find a research off of this Pokegear. Depending on what he's got in hand, he may just chuck it all. And I think a solid move here would be to get a Zacian on board. We start moving some damage counters. Crispin would be really nice here, actually. Maybe a counter catcher Crispin. Get 2 darks in play, double Monkey Dory. The Postwick. Because I think he could take the knockout on my active Raging Bolt here if he went that route. But I'm not quite sure he runs Crispin. And I think he's going to rely on me having all the pieces in my hand here. I think before this retreat, he should use the Adrenabrain ability, which is that allows you to move those damage counters we were talking about earlier. Granted, it's only 2. I'll be a little more prepared on the next voiceovers that I do. Mostly because allergies are killing me. There we go. There's the Adrenabrain for 2, putting me up to 100 damage on my Raging Bolt. So now I have 230 left, or 240 left, sorry. And we're going to research. A lot of digging for no gold, unfortunately. Because we're sniffling in-game and in the voiceover. Rough. And there's the counter catcher. I probably would have brought up the squawk. Because if you're going to chill in the active, I probably would have brought the squawk, left the squawk. Because that'd have been for turn. See now? Because you're only doing 30 more to my benched fella. This is where I can't math correctly. And I'm sitting here debating like how to use my 6-sided die because I've been working overtime like a madman and can't remember how to math. And then I think after this math debacle, we forget to add the damage from Frostlass. Yeah, see, yeah. Thanks, buddy. I'm super horrible at math. And then I can't find the 2 on the die for some reason. Yeah, see, right there. Just cover with my finger the entire time. Yep. There we go. Good job. And there's the 120 from the attack. See, I think we should have just got a lot. Ah, we do remember the monkey, the frost glass. Look at us, professionals. Just catch me at the bottom tables at regionals. There's the area 0. Now my bench is free to be up to 8 again. Just checking the old discard, see what's in there, see what plays I can do here. I know what I need to do. I think I do find my pieces. But let's watch. Attach return. Sada. And that's all we needed. Wait, Sada there? Sada there? No need to draw because we're doing the 280 if we took them all. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm going to draw into Prime Catcher if I needed to take the cards from Sada. But we didn't need to. And then we got a Raging Bolt takes the win. Thanks everybody for watching this post-rotation video. First voiceover. We'll see how it sounds, and hopefully we'll post it up and get some more games with post-rotation. Thanks everybody for watching.